in the studio, and we're talking about Apple iOS's gesture control system that they're coming out with. Well, really, it's an app, not necessarily a full app, but they're allowing, embedded in iOS 7 is the ability for you, at least the beta version until it comes out, is the ability for you to use head motions, either left or right, to control rudimentary features of your smartphone or tablet or stuff like that, using the camera on your tablet or phone. And we were talking about how this thing mimics Leap Motion, which is gesture control hardware and software that's coming out for $79. And for those of you who haven't seen it, because I know you're saying, man, there's no such thing as Leap Motion. You're just making that up. You know, it's not coming out. You know, you're saying that now and then we're never going to hear about it. Well, I got my email saying that thing is getting ready to ship. But for those of you who haven't seen it, let's deal with that right now. Here we are. I'm gonna bring up the video right now, and here we go. Boom. You know, because this is a new piece of technology, and you have to get these new pieces of technology, especially here on Tech Pulse. So watch this right now, and just let me know what you think. This is Leap Motion. There it is. That's it right there. That small thing, that's it. Look at that. Guy is writing on the screen using a pen. Pencil. Look at that. He even signed his name in the air. Look at that. He's zooming in. Look at that. Zooming in with just fingers. Playing games in the air. And we have this on your tablet. That's on that Fruit game. Fruit Ninja. That's that. See? You can scroll. You know, look at that. He's playing a game right now. You know, using his hand as the gun. Yeah. You know, look at that. He's just doing like different art, whatever. He's flying, a flying game using just your hands, no controller. See, that's the type of control he has right there. Look at that hand moving with his hand. Look at that. In, out. Angry Birds. He's just playing, just showing you a little, you know. That's it. Leap Motion. The future is reach. LeapMotion.com. So all of that stuff, now you've seen it for yourself. All of that stuff is available, and it's coming out, and iOS is trying to have a version of that. So Xavier, do you think this thing is going to be useful now? You know, I mean, is this going to take computing to the next level? I mean, touchscreens took computing to a level where, you know, you didn't need a keyboard. Yeah. Now this thing is coming out, you don't even need touchscreen.
I think it is taking computers to the next level.
Computers to the next level. Can you imagine in your classroom now? You know, you used to have a keyboard, you used to have touchscreen, but can you imagine now you sitting back, you know, and you're just going like this? You know, you're just waving your hands in front of your computer to do whatever you want. You need to write on it. You just write like you would in there. Do you think that's going to be hard to learn how to do?
No, you just do what you usually do. Like if you're writing with the pencil, you just write away from the screen and sit back and relax.
So there you go. So imagine this is the world of the Jetsons. Have y'all ever watched the Jetsons?
Yeah.
You know, this is that world coming to where everything is just not just computerized, but I mean it's at a level where you don't need the standard keyboard, the standard touchscreen. I mean, I remember when touchscreen first came in. I was like, man, this is cool. You know, you just touch the screen and stuff like that. But now, when I saw Leap Motion, I'm like, oof, that thing is just on that next level. You know what I'm saying? So, Jaden, you think this is something you will be interested in when it comes out? Can you imagine playing, because like right now you use the Wii and stuff like that. Can you imagine playing games with no controllers now? You know, like Xbox Live, but it puts you now in the game, so you actually dribbling the ball. You know, not just you're standing with a controller and it's dribbling. You're dribbling the ball, and then you have to jump and shoot like that. Can you imagine that sort of thing?
I always wanted them to make like a virtual reality game.
Mm-hmm.
But like
where you're inside the game.
Yeah, but this is a start, and it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Like for computers, like they're really. You don't really see people using computers every day.
Right.
But this, like, you're gonna see people using computers like now and again, like mostly every day.
Mostly every day. So people who don't really use computers or are not computer savvy, This would help them to bridge that gap to be more into computers, you're saying? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Because, I mean, and Jaden, I mean, it's funny, you talk about wanting to be in the games because there is something coming out called the Oculus Rift. This thing is a virtual reality. It puts you inside the, like, and I don't know if you've ever seen movies where they talk about virtual reality, but I mean, when you look, you see stuff around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like 3D.
Like 3D, but when you put the Oculus Rift on, you're in it, and when you look left, you see graphics. When you look right, you see graphics. When you look up, so it's not you look up, but you just see, like you're still seeing the same thing, just up. No. When you look up, you see the sky. When you look down, you see the ground. You see your feet. You see everything. You know what I'm saying? You see your hands. Like you push your hands out, you will see your hands in front of you. That's coming out next year. Oculus.
Is it like a helmet or something?
It's like goggles. Like goggles.
Goggles?
It's like that. Yeah, just put it over your eyes.
And then it shows the game that you're playing?
It shows the game in full 3D. So like, like how you have peripheral vision, like I'm looking straight, but I could see stuff to the side. That's how it is. You look straight, you can still see graphics to the side. How do you move? They have it to where two ways. You can use a controller, you know what I'm saying, and then you move in the game and then the graphics move. But they also have a treadmill that you put into. It's like a round treadmill that you sit into, and as you walk in the game. As you turn in the game, and you're walking, and the screen is scrolling. I mean, this thing is just high tech. This thing is coming out, and then Microsoft also has something called Room that we talked about here on TechBulls. That is augmented reality. You're in a virtual reality.
Yeah.
You know about augmented reality? Augmented reality is when they take what's real and augment it. Virtual reality means it's not real. Virtual, right? Augmented reality means they take what's real. So like this room, that's, the various things in here are real. So it takes that and turns it into it, augments it or changes it to suit the gaming environment. So they showed a video on that, and they had snow falling in the room. So you're playing a game. Imagine you're playing a racing game or whatnot, or a basketball game, and the player is standing beside you in the room right now. Not in the game, not in virtual. Your eyes, no glasses. You're sitting like you're standing in your living room playing, and the player is right next to you.
But he's not really there.
He's not real, obviously. He's a projection, but you can look. You see him there. When the snow through him, you're right. Like the snow would fall, and it falls and drops on the floor.
That's on the Jetsons.
On the Jetsons, but this thing is called Room by Microsoft, coming out. So all of these things are on the way here on Tech Pulse. I'm telling you, man, this is the show where you keep up. So do you think your friends are going to believe you when you tell them about Oculus Rift? There's real, not virtual where you put it on and then whatever you see when you turn, you still see that. No. When you put it on, you don't see the outside world. You just see the inside, and you think you're in a virtual world.
They didn't believe me about the 3D printer, and that's kind of more realistic than the
Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
Right, and the Room. So they definitely not going to believe you.
I probably have to tell them to watch Tech Pulse.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Tell them to watch Tech Pulse, because that's the only way you're going to hear about stuff like this, because it's not out yet.
Yeah,
and
you
so
wouldn't know about it.
You're not going to know about it if it's not out. Like Xbox One is coming out. PS4 is coming out, so there's buzz. But things like Oculus Rift, things like Room, Leap Motion, nah, man, these things are not out yet. And even the Ouya, many people don't know about it. If you're in the gaming world like me, you know about it. But many people don't know about stuff like that because they're just not up to date on these things. So the iOS gesture control is definitely something that I think built in iOS 7, if Apple can make this thing, make it usable, to where you can actually control usable features like scrolling, or like how Samsung Galaxy S4 has the look away feature. If they can make this thing usable, because right now it's buried in their menus in iOS 7, so it's not really a priority. So if they can really, in the beta version, make this thing, make this feature control system that uses the camera of the iPad or iPhone